Hey, what is going on, guys? Chief Man here, and today I am super excited to be introducing you guys to episode number 5 of Fan Fights. So we're going to be getting right into it here. Looks like we have a Cruel Sky and Vox against a Grace, Grumpjaw, and Scarf. It's going to be a very interesting match. We don't really have a specific support on the blue team here, so it's going to be interesting to see. Lox kiting back with his forward barrage, Master Bro trying to get as many kites with this auto attacks as he possibly can. Grumpjaw doing a lot of damage with his auto attacks as we see a potential invade here. Scarf trying to get on the outside of this battle. Grumpjaw will get first blooded. God's trying to evacuate now as he goes back onto Lox, but blue team is following up. That is going to be too much damage. Red team will fail to win that fight. Blue team actually burning. One kill coming out from the red team. Very, very nice burn on the side of that Scarf. And we see the Spitfires getting thrown in, trying to get as many as he can. Very, very nice job on the side of him. So it looks like that is the red one. The red special edition one, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, very, very nice skin on the side of Average Jeff. Looks really nice. We see Gots coming up. There is a Benediction. Use another ground slam that will go ahead and connect with Master Bro. So very, very nice damage on the side of him there. And we see, meanwhile, Gots and Average Jeff. You know, Gots obviously picking up that extra gold from the ambient gold that he's getting. Just from being here when Average Jeff is getting these kills. Meanwhile, in the jungle of blue team, we do see Krull and Sky rotating together. Looks like the Krull is taking the farm. Either that or they're fighting over it. I'm not really sure which one. It looks like I don't know. It's hard to tell right now. Potential something going on in the lane here. Sky trying to kite away from this Scarf. Grumpjaw diving in with Grumpy. God's looking for an engagement, but he will be too far and he will disengage. Forward barrage coming out from Sky, getting a good amount of damage onto Gods. However, not going to be enough to go ahead and obviously take her out. Looks like red team coming down. A little bit of contact with this lot, with the bottom camp here. They are going to go for it. Meanwhile, Krull and Vox in their jungle. Krull not really able to do anything right now. We see, obviously, him really by himself. He's got that Sixth Sense. He's got the Weapon Blade. He's kind of working towards probably a Tension Bow would be my guess. Could be a Sorrow Blade, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I think the Tension Bow Poison Shiv build has been very popular right now. As I talked in actually my last This Week in Vainglory video, the Tension Bow Poison Shiv Krull build has kind of been making an impact in the meta right now just because of kind of how strong it is. So it actually was used in Vainglory 8, and then I think a lot of high elo people saw it and they're kind of using it recently. So Sky going in with her Surrey Strike, however forward barrage will miss. Krull looking to go ahead and go in. Now he is all the way engagement, but he's taking turret shots. He will most likely die from that one. That is going to be 421 damage. Too much. Scarf won't even go down, so that is not a good trade on the side of blue team. On the side of blue team. Meanwhile, Sky putting herself in a very dangerous situation. She's going to have to go ahead and kite around here. Luckily, the Crystal Miner is not up yet, so she's going to go ahead and be able to kite around with forward barrage. However, Grace, lots of chasing capabilities. Scarf now coming around the other side. Very, very nice. Blind Spitfire actually over the wall. Very nice job on the side of that Scarf. So as we see the game progressing here, we're going to have to look at the CS a little bit to see who's ahead. We see 30 on the side of this Vox to 22 on the side of the Scarf. So obviously Vox a little bit better at last hitting right now than Scarf. He does have a Barbudo right now. He also has a Weapon Blade, so it's going to be interesting to see what he goes first. He could go Serpent Mask. He could go what else could he go? Yeah, I guess just Serpent Mask at that point. Or he could just have the Weapon Blade and he could be going for a Shiv. Either way. But yeah, Grace coming up. Grace, we're looking for her fountain. On the blue team, we really don't have a support, so this is going to be very interesting. We see Sky and Krull getting this early kill onto Grumpjaw. Really, Grumpjaw not really. He does obviously have that Tension Bow, but obviously not enough to go up against a Krull with a Tension Bow, and obviously a Sky with that Frostburn. Sky's very, very deadly, of course, with the Frostburn. Go ahead and get that slow with forward barrage. Meanwhile, the Crystal Sentry going onto her, doing massive amounts of damage. Sky will unfortunately go down. Wow. So yeah, Sky just kind of underestimated that. And wow, Krull getting an early gank onto Scarf. Very, very nice. I actually missed that. So very, very nice job on the side of him. But yeah, so we see how the Crystal Sentry with Sky's 0 defense just doing so much damage, and unfortunately that was the death of her. Let's see if the boots provide any defense. No, they don't. Okay, because I know the travel boots, the tier 2 ones, I think provide some health, but the level 1 ones don't. The sprint boots do not. Lord Grim looking to go ahead and get fed as a Scrumpjaw. However, right now 0 and 2 is not doing too hot. Meanwhile, in lane we do have this Scarf. Looking to go ahead and get some poke in when he can, but really he's focusing on the farming the minions right now. Starting off with an Eve of Harvest. Very interesting first pick on the side of the Scarf. We do see obviously this ability to sustain with your A and B, and of course your C when you use it. So very, very nice item for Scarf mains. Sky coming up with the forward barrage. Lord Grim looking to engage with Grumpy. However, Hangry will not be able to do enough damage to go ahead and take out that Sky. Sky meanwhile re-engaging with forward barrage. Grace using Benediction to go and get in contact with our enemies, but now Grace taking too much damage. Scarf will go down. Stuff will be used onto this Krull. Krull getting taken all the way in the turret, and now he will go down. Meanwhile, Vox, the only member left on red team, or oh wait, Sky's left too. Okay, so just 1-1 right now. Neither team won that trade. Sky was able to successfully get back. Krull did die due to that stuff, and obviously Grace died pretty early on in that trade. So very, very nice job on the side of that Sky, just kiting around. I honestly thought that she went down, so that was very, very nice job of her just being able to miraculously stay alive. Grace looking for a Benediction to enter another Spitfire, following up. Very, very nice aim on the side of the Scarf. We do see most of these Spitfires are hitting, so that's very, very skilled play here. Benediction going in from Grace, but she's going to take a turret shot. Not going to be worth it for her. Sky coming up. She sees Grace, uses forward barrage to go ahead and engage. However, not going to be too much coming out of that one. Scarf heading back. We see Krull potentially getting into engagement here in the jungle. Grace just kind of chilling here as she heads back. Krull headed back to his jungle. It's going back, head back up to lane, as we do see this Sky stepping on the scout trap. Both members here, we see Grumpy engage, and of course Hangry going to go ahead and finish Sky off. Very, very quick engagement. Sky pretty much at full health, and she just got chunked down between Benediction and that Grumpy and Hangry burst damage. Just a lot of damage coming out of that Grumpjaw. There is a nice stun from Hell's Heart on the side of that Krull. However, Scarf doing a lot of damage with Dragon's Breath, and actually Krull will go down. Vox, meanwhile, has to go ahead and kite back. He's going to go ahead and work on his minions. Scarf, a little bit less than half health. He's going to go ahead and have to regen with this Eve of Harvest. The Spitfire does miss Vox. Vox doing a fairly good job at kiting around. However, Grace engaging with Benediction. Actually, Sky zoning out Scarf with Death from Above. Very, very nice job on the side of her. And now God's just trying to delay the inevitable here, as he will fall. Meanwhile, Vox, let's go and take a look at CS once again. So 63 to 61. Actually, Scarf has definitely closed that CS gap that there was a couple minutes ago. So very, very nice job on the side of him. Meanwhile, Scarf able to go ahead and trade with Vox. Very, very nice damage on the side of that Spitfire. About 200, a little bit more than 200 damage coming out of that Spitfire right now. On the side of Gots, we do have that Fountain. Working towards an Eve of Harvest, it looks like, so that'll be interesting. And then, of course, Lord Grim going with that Tension Bow, looking for a Fountain and an Atlas, going very defensively in terms of his itemization, so it's very interesting. Scarf looking to push the turret a little bit. Sky sees what's happening. Surrey Strike out of the bush, and Spitfire return. However, not going to be able to do too much to Sky, as she has built a little bit of armor, or quite a bit of armor, and some light shielding as well. Holy Nova used on Sky. She tries to get away with Surrey Strike. It's not going to be enough. Vox kiting from the corner. Krull diving in. He gets stuff used on him, though. He's all the way in range of the turret. Same thing that happened a couple minutes ago. Krull will go down. Vox, the only member left on Team Blue for real this time. Grumpjaw looking for a potential engagement from that top lane bush, as we do see Gods looking for engagement as well. However, he is less than half health. He's going to have to be careful here. Benediction going in on the turret, though, not on Vox. Vox is going to have to do some damage to them from behind the turret, but wow, just doing massive amounts of damage from him. And Divine Intervention going onto that Scarf, so Scarf being brought pretty much back up to full health at that point. And we do see Lox and Master Bro trying to go ahead and hold this lane here so Krull can arrive. Benediction back in. Forward Barrage going to go ahead and hold them up, but it's not going to really connect with anything. Scarf trying to bait them out with some recalling. Doesn't look like it's going to work. Meanwhile, Krull is kind of ignoring all of the action and just farming in his jungle. He's got the Tension Bow Poison Shiv build, as I kind of expected. Master Bro going for Tension Bow Poison Shiv as well, so very interesting. And then we have a Crystal Sky. So really no support on the side of the blue team. This is a very, very interesting game. Very rare that we see no support on the side of any team. So it's going to be interesting to see how this turns out. We see Gots, obviously, the support looks like he's picking up. Yeah, he picked up an Echo. Krull does see Grace, does a little bit of damage as he engages here. However, Holy Nova coming in, that will miss from Grace. Grumpjaw coming back down forward. Barrage going to go and kite back before Sky taking a lot of damage. Stuffed, meanwhile, getting used on that Krull, and Krull, you know, doing a good amount of damage. Scarf has to go ahead and back out as Scarf took a lot of damage from that Vox. Wow. Scarf now realizes that they're probably doing the gold mine. He goes ahead and comes back, tries to bait them out with a recall. They will get the gold mine. Scarf won't really bother with what's going on. He's going to go ahead and head back now. So let's go ahead and take a look at the top of lane here. We do see Master Bro going to go ahead and get some of these coins. Go ahead and grab those. Mortal Wounds obviously helping him to go ahead and chunk these minions down fairly quickly. We do see Gots on the other side. Let's go ahead and take a look. Gots and Lord Grim chilling together. Actually, Lord Grim, I was expecting him to go for a fountain, I said a couple minutes ago, but he ended up finishing that Atlas and then going for an Aegis along with that Tension Bow. It looks like he still has the sprint boots. So very interesting itemization on the side of that Grumpjaw. And we do see the Scarf going for the Broken Myth as his second item and actually building some defense as well. So very, very classic, I would say classic builds on the side of red team. However, on blue team, I would say classic builds. However, not a classic composition. We do see, you know, no support. Sky getting caught out here. Spitfire will connect. That will be the end of Sky. Very simple follow-up there. Sky getting caught out. Dragon Crusher taking a ton of damage from that Spitfire. Scarf looking to land another one. Let's see if he can land one on Vox. Nope, that will not connect. Lord Grim diving in with Grumpy. However, nobody there. Dragon Crusher trying to get the health back that he just lost to that Scarf. Looks like we are going to see a potential engagement here. However, blue team will probably be... they're going to be careful and go ahead and back out. Looks like Krull able to steal that middle medic before red team can get to it. So very, very nice job on the side of him. He is working at this point probably towards some kind of weapon, or I would say CP defense, because honestly Scarf is doing a ton of damage to him right now. And he has to be able to counteract that. So Vox as well. Vox has his third tier 3 item. He has that breaking point now. He's going to be doing massive amounts of damage. And he's sorry about that. He's doing a really good job right now. Vox Benediction coming in from that Grace potential engagement. Scarf looking for an engagement as well. Spitfire will not connect with anything. Lord Grim looking for an engagement now. All 3 members of red team are here. Lox has to be careful. Lord Grim's right here. Hangry use. Grumpy going in, however, doing a lot of damage. Wave 4 comes out from that Vox. Vox trying to get as many auto attacks off as he possibly can. Sky kiting back with her forward barrage. Grumpjaw will go down due to this Vox's damage right now. And now Scarf is on the retreat. Vox doing so much damage. Vox is going to continue with this breaking point. It will continue to stack. But now Scarf coming up with a Spitfire. Spitfire will not connect. Benediction goes in. Grace is so aggressive. The Holy Nova comes in. Grace will go down. Krull is in on Scarf. Scarf goes down as well. That is an ace for blue team. Very, very nice job on the side of red team. They did decide to re-engage that, and that was a huge mistake on the side of red team. They should have gone back to their turret, but instead they tried to get that quick kill on the Sky. Was not the right decision. This will mean definitely this first turret here as Grumpjaw races back to try and counteract things. Looks like they're going to go for gold mine as well. So getting a turret, obviously the main objective when you get an ace is to go ahead and grab that turret. However, the second objective we do see a lot of the time is grabbing that turret. So or grabbing the gold mine. So they were able to get that as well. Very, very nice job on the side of blue team. We see Krull fighting this Grumpjaw. However, not the best decision. We see all 3 members of red team here. Sky using her forward barrage to go ahead and kite the enemy back with that Frostburn. However, the Holy Nova coming in. It will miss. And now Gots has to go and retreat. He is taking too much damage from this Vox. Vox waits for it. Comes out. Vox kiting around the enemy. However, Sky taking so much damage from this Scarf. Scarf so low. Divine Intervention coming in from that Grace onto Grumpjaw. Grumpjaw getting a good amount of heal. Vox does not want to take on all 3 members. However, red team wants this engagement. They want something to happen here. Vox will go ahead and get that. However, Gots looking for Scarf not deciding to go in. Lord Grim just going to go ahead and farm up these bottom minions here. So we do see these engagements here from red team. That was obviously an opportunistic engagement. They saw that blue team was low. They were just off of taking gold mine. Obviously they were, they weren't on optimal health, and obviously red team had just shopped. So when you're more powerful than the other enemy team, you just shop. You want to obviously engage that, and they did a good job in engaging that, because it kind of created a counter offensive. Obviously blue team had just won the ace, so they were able to get a couple kills off blue team. It was an awesome job. And one thing that we're also noticing here is that red team, a lot of vision coming out. Obviously Sky's popping a lot of it, but just in all of the key places, red team does have the vision. The Kraken pit, this tri-brush, and obviously in this bottom shop bush, we do see the vision coming out from this Grace. So very, very nice job. Grace engaging with an Atlas Pauldron. Holy Nova coming in. That will not connect. VOX using his auto attacks to go ahead and stack that breaking point. Spitfire coming in. That will not connect with anything either. Average Jeff going to go ahead and wait around for something to happen. Scarf saying stick together. Dragon Crusher looking for engagement here, chilling in the brush. There's nobody left on red team right now. Grace taking this minion slowly but surely in the corner over here. She's going to go ahead and grab that Grumpjaw. Heading up to the lane, Krull looking for the engagement. Krull dives right onto Grace. Grace will go ahead and die, and actually Grumpjaw will get stunned up by that From Hell's Heart stun. Meanwhile, VOX trying to go ahead and catch up to this Krull. Krull is on that Scarf. Scarf will fall. Meanwhile, Grumpjaw on the retreat, he will fall as well. So very, very nice engagement. Basically, another opportunistic engagement. We did see that Krull saw that Grace was down. Grace had just spent like 5 minutes taking that minion. She was extremely low, and he just decided, you know, we don't see any of her teammates here, we're just going to go ahead and engage this. He did. It was a very, very nice engagement. Obviously, when she was low, Scarf tried to come in. Krull dived right onto that Scarf because Grumpjaw was distracted with VOX. And obviously, once that Krull gets on you, it's very, very hard to get away. Scarf was not able to get rid of that Krull. Krull was able to take out Scarf, and obviously Grumpjaw was the last one left over. So a very, very nice fight on the side of blue team. We do see now Gots caught out once again. Atlas Pauldron is used, so now VOX is in trouble. From Hell's Heart stun coming out, but Grumpjaw doing massive amounts of damage. Diving back in with a Dead Man's Rush. That is not going to be enough of a barrier. Sky going to try to kite the enemy away. Forward barrage, very, very nice damage. Enough to go ahead and take out that Grace. Meanwhile, Sky moving back onto Scarf, but she does have to be careful. Grumpjaw doing a good amount of damage. Grumpjaw will fall. Sky will fall. Now it's just VOX and Scarf. The battle of the mage versus the weapon power carry. The Dragon's Breath comes out, but it's not going to be enough. VOX is going to be able to take him out before he can go ahead and use that ultimate on him. And now it is just VOX and the Kraken going to be pushing down this lane here. We do see about 10 seconds left on this Grace, and of course 10 until the next carry. Looks like okay, so VOX is going to go ahead and leave. He probably could have gotten one more turret, but he's going to take the safe path and let the Kraken do some work here. So we do see Grumpjaw now out to go ahead and do as much damage to this Kraken as he can. Kraken a little bit above half health now. It's going to get chunked down pretty quickly, knowing that this is a Grumpjaw on this team. It looks like it definitely will be able to get this turret, though. Definitely not the next one, however, because obviously Scarf is extremely fast at taking Kraken. But yeah, so it's got one hit on that next turret. Blue team, not a lot of work left to do as we progress in this game here. They still have, you know, 2 of their lane turrets up, and really red team's just rocking one of their Vayne turrets. So definitely in a little bit of trouble here. However, the game is not over yet. We do see if we can get 1 or 2 good fights from red team, we can see a potential comeback here. So VOX not in a good position, taking that Spitfire from Scarf. Grace realizing that VOX is a lone potential engagement going to happen. Sky using that forward barrage to go and kite the enemy away. Spitfire coming in from the Scarf. Very, very nice job. Going to get that poke while he can. Obviously, as a poke mage, you want to get that from Hell's Heart comes out, but that will miss, unfortunately, for that Krull. Sky trying to get away from that Grace engagement. Grumpjaw diving in with Hangry and Grumpy. Now Dragon's Breath coming out, doing a ton of damage to both VOX and Grace. Sorry. Sky will go down. Krull will go down. VOX will go down. So a very, very nice counter engagement from red team. We did see that immediate focus on that VOX. VOX gets chunked down by the Scarf damage. We did see Scarf. Obviously, once he's poking from the sidelines, even when the fight hasn't started yet, he's still getting more powerful because he's stacking that Broken Myth. Once the fight actually started, he had 5+ stacks of Broken Myth, and we saw he was able to completely rip through VOX. So very, very nice knowledge on the side of that Scarf main, I would say. Just knowing the hero's strengths and knowing how to maximize the damage potential that you have. So very, very nice job. We do see, obviously, once that Scarf is stacked up, just doing massive amounts of damage with that Dragon's Breath. He does have the Broken Myth. He has the Eve of Harvest. He has the Frostburn. Obviously, the slow is very significant, so VOX was really not able to get away. And, of course, Krull, obviously, the last one, he's strong, but he's not able to take 1v3. So, especially at this level in the game. So we do see, yeah, the very nice engagement. We did see that, obviously, it was expecting 1 to 2 fights we needed from red team to go ahead and take this game back. And obviously, just with that one, they were getting 1 fight. But now we see a potential backdoor attempt from Krull. Grumpjaw sees it. Grumpjaw is going to come. Actually, he didn't see it. He just sees it right now. from Hell's Heart coming onto that Grumpjaw as he tries to use Grumpy on him. And now all members of both teams racing to the lane for a potential fight here. VOX throwing out the wait for it, but it's not going to be the right position. Grumpjaw looking to go ahead and get some damage on turret, but Scarf is going to go ahead and use Dragon's Breath. This will be very, very bad for Sky. Sky taking a ton of damage from that Dragon's Breath. Krull trying to do as much damage to Scarf as possible. Divine Intervention comes in onto Scarf. Scarf kind of trying to away desperately as fast as he possibly can. Holy Nova comes in, and now Holy Nova backing away. VOX is the only one left on this blue team. Will he be able to cut away? He's doing damage to Grumpjaw. He's able to take out Grumpjaw. Will he be able to take out Grace backing away? Grace diving back in with Benediction. Holy Nova comes out, but it's not going to be enough. VOX trying he's going to be very, very careful here. He doesn't know what he's going to do next. He's going to go ahead and push this lane. He's going to wait for Grace to re-engage on him. He knows his strengths. He does have the damage to go ahead and take her on. Benediction used by Grace, and now she is in probably major trouble, but VOX does not have energy for Sonic Zoom, so really he can't do much right now. There's the Sonic Zoom, but he doesn't have Resonance on her, so now he has to wait for her to come back. There's another auto attack. Benediction back onto him. There's a Divine Intervention. There's the Crystal Sentry. So very, very nice engagement on the side of Grace. She knew that if he fought there, then the Crystal Sentry would come up and help. So VOX not able to take the trade there. But wow, incredible, incredible team fights we're seeing here. Yeah, just a lot of action. Obviously, VOX threw out his ult very, very early in the match, and obviously he wasn't able to do much in terms of that bounce. But obviously, as the weapon carrier, he was able to get a lot of damage with those auto attacks, and just quite enough. It wasn't too much, but it was enough to where they were able to win the fight. Not win the fight, but they were able to get off, as a tie, I would say, because it was 2-2. And obviously, honestly, I would say blue team did win that fight because they had their carry left over, whereas red team just had their support left over. So blue team split right now. This could be very dangerous for Sky if she gets caught out. Sky going to go ahead and head out. Red team moving into blue team's Tri-Brush. Going to go and head back over to their own. They're going to back. They don't really know what they're doing right now. VOX heading over. Lord Grim by himself. Blue team doesn't really know it, though. Blue team's going to go for Kraken. They have an idea. Okay, so now they know that they're taking Kraken. Locke's going to go ahead and try to scare them away. He's sitting in the very corner of that Tri-Brush to go ahead and get away. Engagement happening here. Here's the help from Hell's Heart from this side. VOX is stuck all the way in the middle of it, though. He's taking a lot of damage. He's somehow able to get out. Divine Intervention coming onto that Scarf. Krull re-engaging onto the Scarf. Kraken is now blue team's. Divine Intervention back onto Grumpjaw through that Echo, and now VOX just trying to kite and get as much damage as he possibly can with that breaking point. Scarf is incredibly low. One more auto attack will do it for that Scarf, and now VOX just kiting around both of these auto attacks. These heroes, they are down. Incredible, incredible kiting by Master Bro. He is able to get all three members. I don't know if that was a triple kill, but he did a lot of that work there. All three members of red team down. We see incredible kiting on the side of this VOX. He's able to keep the distance between him and these heroes. Obviously, Grumpjaw needs that. He needs to be right in your face in order to get that damage, and VOX just doing an incredible job of kiting away from him. And obviously Grace as well. She really needs to be up close to go ahead and get her damage with the ground slam. And we did see 2 divine interventions coming out. She has that Echo. She had a divine intervention onto Grumpjaw, and she had one onto Scarf. She still was not able to keep her team alive. That is extremely well played on the side of blue team, and we see this game will go to blue team as the Vayne explodes. Scarf coming out to see what he can do, but it is much too late. So very nice game on the side of both teams. We did see it was not a one-sided game in the least. 7-7-10 on the side of that Scarf, 9-8-4 on the side of Grumpjaw, and 4-8-9 on the side of Grace. So very nice job on the side of red team. And obviously our winning team, blue team, I would definitely give that MVP to VOX. 2,000 gold, more than 2,000, or yeah, I guess more 2,000 gold more than any other hero in this game. We see 18,494 gold. Master Bro getting 145 CS to Scarf's 141, 10-1 and 10. That is the most impressive thing out of all 3 of those statistics. We do see only 1 death out of all that entire game. 10 assists, and how many kills they got total? They got 23 kills. So that's almost 100% kill participation. I put it at about 92% kill participation by Master Bro, and Locks 7, 10, and 9, and Dragon Crusher 6, 9, and 9. So the comp with literally no support is able to go ahead and take the game. Very, very nice job on the side of both teams. Obviously, that goes to prove that you don't need a support to win, although that was definitely very hard for them. They weren't as tanky. Really, none of them had a fountain. That's the most amazing thing. Grill had a Crucible, but none of them had a fountain. So yeah, very, very great game on the side of both teams. Thank you guys so much for watching. Very much appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the shoutcasting. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.